the way they want to live. And that's why we connected right away, because that's what we do at Sona Motivates. And she's a very active volunteer leader at her church, at her children's school, and finds great joy in sharing with others how to live healthier. And also she shares, always shares the message of hope, perseverance and joy to women in all groups in South Florida. And that is the reason, that's what I keep telling, because right away we felt that energy when we met, that we share the same passion to help people, and especially women like us who want to connect and grow. And she's also a very spiritual person. And we welcome Toi here today. And let me check if Susan is here. Is she here? Hi, Susan. She's not here yet?
She said she was signing on.
Okay, so then let me go ahead and introduce Susan as well. Susan is also a very busy entrepreneur and owner of 2 businesses. Of course, she is also part of Arbonne, and her background is in customer service. She has worked with American Express, Weight Watchers, and Nordstrom. She has been in the corporate arena for most of her adult life, and she actually owns a biscotti business as well.
Yeah, I am. Hi.
Susan is here, and Susan is originally from Long Island, New York, and she has been here in Florida for the last 20 years. She is currently a partner in Shared Commissary Kitchen, where she also makes a biscotti, which I told right now. So thank you, Toi and Susan, for joining us. I'll ask you a few questions, so that way our people, our community feels motivated and inspired like you guys.
Well, Sonali, that was so sweet, and you said a lot about us already, but I am just so happy to be here tonight. And Sonali, you are just a breath of fresh air, and you're right, we connected. It's your warmth that I was just so drawn to, and your passion for not just what you were doing, because when I met you, you were teaching us and we were cooking together, but it's your passion not just for that, but for all things. To hang out with you, and then also to say yes to just sharing tonight. So you said a lot about me already. I'm just happy to be here and do all that I can to serve your group.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Susan. Would you like to add something?
Sure. I've known Toi since 2005. I've known Sonali, I think, for 3 years now, 4 years, 3 years?
It's 4 years.
4 years. Wow, time flies when you're having fun. And the thing that attracts me to both of these amazing women is their level of their passion and their commitment. They are so committed to their beliefs. It is such a pleasure, and I draw from that. I am very excited to be involved with both of these amazing women, as I said.
Thank you. Just on the side note, the Earth Fair, they say they are going to start few more stores again. So you heard it too. So probably we might get it back as well. So now
we'll see.
Our first question, and I'll start with Toi first. Tell me what are you passionate about? Actually, we have covered most of it, but still I would like to hear it again. What are you passionate about? Let's start with Toi, and then Susan can answer.
Well, for sure, my faith. My faith is something I'm super passionate about. John and I have been in ministry for 20 years, and I love connection with people. I love sharing with people. I'm really passionate about family and my time with my family. And I love helping people.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead, Susan. What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about educating people. I'm a frustrated school teacher. I worked as a Weight Watchers leader because I like helping people and teaching them a better way. I do that in my kitchen when people come in and say, I'm starting a business, and they have no idea what they're doing. I just love sharing all the knowledge that I've garnered over the last 7 or 8 years and helping them to start on the right path instead of taking some of those weird turns that I took that were not necessary. And even with my Arbonne business, just if I can help one person change one thing about what they're putting on their skin or in their mouth or on their hair or on their families, I feel like I've succeeded in, and so I'm passionate about educating people about a better way to do things.
Okay, that's awesome. That's perfect. So now tell me how, because these are the changing times, then most of my fans and most of our Sona motivators, we call them, because they motivate us and I motivate them. Those, they ask me how to keep motivated in these changing times, because it's very hard, the virtual schooling and the working from home, and most of us, we're so busy and running around all the time now, that even with the family members who we are spending time continuously these days, sometimes it becomes very annoying. Let's face it, that's normal, because anyway, sometimes it becomes. So what do you do differently? How are you keeping yourself motivated in these changing times? So Susan, you can answer first, then Toi can go.
Okay, well, for me, we just recently did an exercise with our whole team via Zoom with a dream board. And on that dream board, I put the things that are important to me so that I can keep my eye on the prize. Even though this is a difficult time and it's very frustrating, I'm buying a new house, I'm selling this house, things are pulling at me. But when I look at that, it reminds me why I do what I do, whether it's my Arbonne business or my biscotti business or my kitchen business. It keeps me focused on what I want to do. So if you have a family, sit down with them. It's a great thing to do on a rainy Saturday and Sunday, and God knows we've had a lot of those. Sit down and have your kids do a dream board. What will keep them? What will keep their eye on their prize, whatever that may be? And it really helps to see it. It helps to write it. I find it helps me to write it down. I have affirmations that I read every morning, and that helps keep me motivated. It helps keep me on track. And when I'm feeling stressed, I go up to my bathroom. They're taped on my bathroom mirror. I'm tempted to leave them for my new purchases just so they have them there. But that really helps keep me motivated.
Thank you very much for this tip. So basically you are suggesting to make a dream board, or you can say a vision board, having affirmations wherever you can, and that's keeping motivated. Of course, your whole community, your friend circle, and the business you grow in. That's what is keeping you motivated.
An example of that evening that we did is just putting those out there. I love
wow.
that.
Okay, so yeah, tell us, Toi, about your experience.
So for me, it goes back to faith too, because I find that, I remember just going through some stress, and my husband said, baby, you got to keep your eyes on the shore. And for me, that's faith, right? And I think about it as a kid, when you go out swimming in the beach, because I grew up on the beach, and then you're looking for your mama on the shore. You're like, where is she? And then you find her, and you kind of had that, okay. And for me, that faith is very grounding for me. It's kind of like keep your eyes on the captain and not the turbulence when you're flying. So whenever I start to feel that, my morning routine, as Susan's talking about her affirmations, are really big for me. And Miracle Morning is a great resource, by the way. My family is building a garden, and we've grown our own food here and there, but it is growing. We started 4 planters. We just expanded to 2 larger ones. My boys built a picnic table. We've got the tire swing where we can all gather. And I'm just like, I'm out there singing over the garden. I sit out and do stretches. I have my quiet space. But that has been really fun because it's more than just a garden. And yes, I know the value of food that you grow and all of that. That's big. But every day it's like, has there been a new sprout? Is there a new growth? It's such a positivity in my home. And I love that all of us, and there's, a party of 5 if you count my dog, we all are involved. We are laying the soil. We are planting the seeds. We are watering it as a team. This isn't just mommy and daddy. So that's been really, really cool. And then encouraging my leaders. When we get the focus off of ourselves and we focus on others, that's what Arbonne, the community of Arbonne, is so special. And my leaders are just remarkable people. We spend time together. Now, I would love to spend more time together, but we're doing more virtual. And it's so encouraging and motivating to be with motivated people. Really keeps you on track.
Yeah, thank you very much for these tips that you started having, or making this garden together. I had one of our family friends, they told us they are making a wood house with kids. So he says the kids are just waiting when is daddy coming out of the room, and they are just building it. It's not, he says, it's like it's taking forever, but he is having fun. So that's what matters. So it's like every nail is wrongly placed, everything is mess, but we are having fun. So it's not about building the perfect wood house, but just having it, the tree house. So that's what they are doing. And I like this idea. This is perfect. So those parents who are looking right now and they would like to do some different activities, here are the great ideas. Okay. So let's move on to our next question, and that is, what are the 3 most important things about Arbonne you would like to share? Because now we came up with this 2-3 times about the Arbonne business, and I'm sure a lot of viewers would like to know. So let us know about what are the 3 important things. So we'll start with Toi first. Go ahead.
Okay, so that's a loaded question, but when I think about 3, I think about mind, body, and skin. And I think about before vegan clean skincare was even a thing. You know, our founder was looking for a way to create skincare without all these harsh chemicals. And that legacy, like that really was the start of his legacy that's now 40 years old. We're a 40-year-old company. And we're all about healthier mind, stronger body, and beautiful skin. And so that our mission statement is to empower people to flourish with sustainable, healthy living inside and out. And it's just been, it's a beautiful thing to be a part of. It's something we love to share. Our holistic approach is really refreshing. I would say too, you know, I look at some of the things that we stand for: vegan certified, cruelty-free, formulated without gluten. You know, we say no to over 2,000 ingredients that we don't deem safe. So that's something, when you think about mind, body, and skin, it matters what we put in, and that's something that Susan already touched on. So our product philosophy embraces that connection, and connection is big for both Susan and I. And we innovate using plant-based ingredients, which I know you're passionate about too, Sonali. And then those high standards of safety, the holistic panel, like we have naturopathic physicians and such incredible people that sit on our panel of experts. So we get to learn from these amazing people, and that's helping just foster such a positive place for people to come, that entrepreneurial business mind, it really where people can flourish. So mind, body, skin. And I would say too, as a busy mom, as a busy parent, you know, I don't want to spend all this time like, am I putting the best and reading all these labels? I love that I can go right to Arbonne. I know it's safe. So that matters to me when I'm sharing it. Because yes, I have an acting degree. An acting background. I went to school for theater, but I had to believe in it. I have to believe in something to really share it with passion with you. And I love that I can do that with passion. And then also as a mom, it matters what goes on my babies. But let me be honest, I want it to work. Like, I want it to be pure, I want it to be safe, and I want it to be beneficial and do what it says it's going to do. So I would say those are my 3. I think I said like 6 or 7 or 8. But
thank you, Toi, for your.
Obviously I love all the things that Toi talked about, but one of the things that I've taken away from Arbonne, and one of the things that I love about this, and I always talk about it when I'm talking to people about the company, is the sense of community. We live in a state where we're in gated communities, we're kind of isolated. You know, it's not like the old days where people would walk around their neighborhood, you know everybody in your neighborhood. Those days are gone, and with COVID even further gone. But Arbonne gives you such a sense of community. These are people, like-minded people who care about the same things, which is wonderful. The other thing that I love is our leadership. The culture in Arbonne starts from the top down. Our CEO, Jean David, is amazing. His caring for the Arbonne community is incredible. I have never met, and I've worked for big corporations, I've never had a CEO as dedicated to his people as he is. He puts us first and foremost. And you can see it when you call our customer service department, which is in California. They are amazing. They bend over backwards for you. It's such a, you know, sometimes I wish I could have a problem just so I could call and talk to them. They're so nice. And part of that is we become a B corporation. And I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a very hard certification to get. There are only 3,000 B corporations in the world. Arbonne ranks number 25. And what that means is we put people and the planet above profit. And that is huge. That speaks volumes about what this company is about. Yep. And he just, it's just incredible. And the other piece of this company that I love is the personal development. So if you join this business as a consultant or a client, or you get involved in any way, the one thing everybody always says to me is, I learned so much about myself and I grew so much. So those are the three things that I really love about Arbonne.
Okay. Of course, those who are watching and those who are going to watch this later, the videos, because we are going to put this on YouTube as well. Please, if you have any questions regarding this, please shoot a comment, or you can always contact Toi or Susan, and you can get in touch with me and I can send you over there and we will get in touch. Okay, so this is what it is. There will be some comments, and we will, after we finish our question answer series, we will wait for a while so you guys can answer it in the ask in the comment section, and I can ask forward this question to Toi or Susan. Now either of you can answer, you guys can pick over. This is a great question, and on the, of course I think you both will agree on this, or you can answer partly. What are the 3 things every household should carry from Arbonne? So before you yeah, this is very, before you answer, let me tell you, I using couple of stuff and I really liked it. Those who are into smoothies, like my family, we, you know, at Sona Motivates we always talk about smoothies. If you're not very fond of greens, then please make sure you get their green powder, green juice powder. Of course they'll talk about it, but that's what I got hooked on. I really liked it, and some mineral and vitamin boost that I add to my family smoothie every day. So that is what I'm talking about, but please you guys go ahead.
She froze. All right, well, I'll start while she unfreezes.
Go ahead.
So 3 things. One, as Sonali so eloquently said, the protein powder is amazing for smoothies. It's my go-to breakfast in the morning because I get out of the house at 5:30, 6 o'clock to go to my Pilates class, and I don't want to think about breakfast. And I know I need to fuel up before I go to class. And there are a lot of, I make muffins with the shake mix, which are out of this world, and Toi does all kinds of ice pops and whatnot. So it's a great way to fuel your whole family. You can give it to your little ones. You don't have to worry about what they're getting. They're getting things that, as Toi said, are pure, safe, and beneficial. So that's number 1, the protein powder. No home should be without it. A vanilla, a chocolate, and a strawberry, everybody's taste is covered. The fizzies. Now, if you have kids that are in sports, or if you work out, or you go outside, or you're trying to wean yourself off of caffeine, which I heartily recommend, and I'm going to go off topic for 1 second. I had a cup of coffee yesterday, 2 days ago, for the first time in 4 months. It was like I was on drugs. I was like, zoop, zoop. I don't like that feeling at all. I had no fizzy with me, and I needed a pick-me-up, and I thought that would help. Wrong kind of pick-me-up. Holy moly. So I like the fizzies because it gives you the energy, it boosts your metabolism, and it has no added sugars. Like if you look at the sugar content of those other sports drinks, you really don't want to be giving those to your children. They're not healthy. So compare the Arbonne Fizz. We have 3 wonderful flavors. We have strawberry, which I love, citrus, and pomegranate. Thank you, Toi. Sometimes I mix the flavors together, and now and then we come out with special flavors. So if you hear from us that we've got a special flavor coming out, order right away. And the 3rd thing is our gelée.
I'll show you real quick the fizzies, and they're loaded with B vitamins, which is so good. And her gelée, I just posted about hydration, and this lady uses this in a whole different way than I do. That's what I love about these products, is they really are household, but for all different types of situations.
It smells so good. I wish you guys could smell over the Zoom. This is a hydrating cream. It's called our Detox Gelée. I use it after I work out. I rub it on my sore muscles. It really soothes the muscles. After a day at the beach, you come out of the shower, you put this on your skin. It really helps hydrate it, and it's very cooling.
Good for people to know, because some people think we're only skincare. Some people think we're only makeup. We're skincare, cosmetics, nutrition, which is big, especially for the 3 of us on here, body care, and hair care. My curls, our hair care, every time I go to the hairdresser, she's like, your hair is so healthy. It's Arbonne, because I have put color in it. As an actress, I was every color under the sun. So they really are incredible. And the Digestion Plus is our probiotic, prebiotic, and 11 digestive enzymes. I can go on and on too. I'm drinking a detox tea right now. I love this tea. I love that it's got milk thistle and dandelion and sarsaparilla root and so many ingredients. in one place. So we both could really go.
We can really go on. I got hooked onto these products. Couple of those I have and I own, because same the way you both were talking about them, and so passionately I had to talk about them. I had to get connected to them. So I did order a few stuff, and of course there is a last question of the session coming up. What do you want our viewers to take away from today's session? Because they heard a little bit about everything about how to keep motivated, how to change a little bit in this changing time, how they can modify their habits, about the affirmations, about gratitude, and of course they heard about Arbonne and the great products. But again, what do you want our viewers today to remember from this session? So either of you can go first. So go ahead.
I'll let Toi go first.
Yeah. I think when I speak about Arbonne and what I want them to take away from what we shared about Arbonne is that our community is diverse. If they were to, so let me back it up. I want to continue the conversation. I want them to lean in and take a look, because we love what it offers and it's available for everyone. We're very diverse. We're inclusive, meaning there is a seat for you at the table. And that's how I was raised. And that's something I'm super passionate about. You know, our life is too short to not lock arms with people. And how can we get to know people's businesses like we're doing here, and really support one another even better, because there's so much joy in that. Susan is such a connector. She will hear about flowers and she's like, oh, flowers. I've got a friend that works in bridal, and I've got a friend and it's so fun. And I watch her do that, and I get really giddy about that too, because it's such a bit of the fragrance remains on the hands that deliver the roses. Continue the conversation, lean in, take a look. There's room for you. And then how can you serve others even better? How can we come alongside people better and really network better?
Yeah. So
I think what I would like people to take away from this is that you have nothing to lose by asking a few questions. And if you learn just a little bit about what you're putting into yourself nutritionally and what you're putting on your body and on your family, then we're doing our job, because we really are passionate about sharing our business and how it can change you. Whether you do it as a business or whether you don't, that's not the whole picture. Of course, we would love to have you join us, but if we can change one habit that you have and have you approach it in a healthier manner, then we're happy, because that leads to success. And because our products work, we are very confident that little changes mean big things in your life.
But today, this is all about what I learned from these great ladies. They are so motivational, inspiring, and in these changing times, nothing has stopped them. In fact, we all have grown better together. So thank you very much, Toi. Thank you very much, Susan, for joining today. It was so much fun to know about you, your passions, and of course, Arbonne. And keep in touch, and see you next time in some session, or we will do our cooking classes together here.